Hey, I'm Bowen. We're here at Papa to play Quicksilver, one of the greatest early era Stern machines with some great angles and drop targets, some quick spinner for big points, lots of ways to play this game for score that some players may not know about, and just an awesome layout. A rare game. It's not seen too often, but if you get a chance to play it, you really should. It's spectacular. The main goal of Quicksilver is to spell Quicksilver. Every letter you get in Quicksilver is worth bonus, and the bonus is in the middle of the playfield, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and that is increasing per light. So the first light you get, the first letter in Quicksilver is worth 1,000, the next letter is worth an additional 2,000, up to and including the last letter, the 11th letter, is worth 20,000 instead of 11,000, for a grand total of 75,000. All of that gets multiplied by the bonus X, which is available by hitting the drop targets on the right. And you can also score big points by the middle drop targets bank based on the hole that's on the left side. So let's get started here. And you can pick off any of these lights you want. The bonus X carries over from ball to ball, so it's not a bad idea to pick off a bonus X early. And like most Stern games from the early 80s, these drop targets fall down pretty fast, so you can get credit for drops that you might not expect to hit. I'm aiming for this shot on the left, the marked advanced light, and this is not as obvious to players that this is worth a lot, but that value is the value of each drop target in the corresponding four bank, and the value of that hole can be as high as 20,000 per drop. Meanwhile, by tripping either in lane, you light the corresponding spinner for 2,000 a spin for one go. So you want that go to be valuable. But going that hole on the left side, you notice now, I have made the drops in that bank worth 10,000 per drop. So that's that shot there, and then the corresponding return, that was worth 30,000. And I almost made them worth 15. Meanwhile, on the other side, I'm working the multipliers and the spinner. Which, bad shot there. But, you know, it looks like there's not a lot there, 100,000, but the start of making those drops worth 10 on the left is pretty big towards getting a good score. 10,000 there, 10,000 there, 10,000 there, and now they're worth 15,000. The maximum is 20. So what you want to do is hit that shot 4 times as early as possible in the game, and then just kind of use that to glance the rest of it. So now every drop in that bank is going to be worth 20,000 per drop for the rest of the game. And furthermore, on that same bank, all targets down spots next letter. It will give you a letter in Quicksilver, one that you don't have. So this is the easiest way to get all the Quicksilver letters. Because inevitably, you know, you're going to say, oh, I can't get that U, or I can't get that I, or it gives me the frickin' U again, even though I already had the U. That stuff will happen, and it's really difficult, basically impossible, to get all the Quicksilver letters on your own. And that drop target bank is going to be the ticket towards doing so. So right there, you know, I basically got nothing for that because I went up the top and I didn't get a letter I wanted. Meanwhile, if I sweep this drop target bank instead, and you can hit that drop target bank from either flipper, or you can try to anyway, you're going to get 20,000 per drop, 40,000 there, and it gave me the I at the top that I didn't have yet. There's another 40,000, and the angle on that bank pushes it towards the spinner. So even though this looks, you know, it looks kind of suicidal to be shooting for drop targets that are so close to you, not only do you hit them pretty easily and they go down well, they often feed that spinner to go back up the top. And you can even pick up more than you think you're going to get from them. Like that. It's such a great angle, and it's one of the things that, for me, makes Quicksilver a wonderful game instead of just a good game. There were a lot of good games from Stern in this era, but Quicksilver is outstanding. I'm only now 2 letters away from completing Quicksilver. The V and the E are missing, and same thing, we're just going to use this bank to attempt to complete them. One more target to go, and as soon as you say one more target to go, you don't get it. But big countdown. It's only at 2x, so my mistake, if there was a mistake there, it was a good ball, and I'm getting a lot of points on those drops, is not completing the bank on the right to give myself a little bit more in the way of a cash-in. The cash-in on those drops of 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, and that's it, man. It's a huge, huge value. And you do have to react pretty quick to weird returns and weird bounces out of that area. But look at that, off the targets, through the spinner. It's so cool. And I really think that this is one of the strongest ways to play this game. There are other ways, and we get a chance to, oh, like a lucky there. We'll look at the other ways to play this game and see how they are. You can even sweep those targets. I've been able to sweep all 4 targets from the left, from the right flipper. Not really from the left. I get 3 out of 4 from the left, but from the right flipper, ticking that bottommost target. Bad break there, but over 1.2 million from basically playing for that one bank and not really playing the Quicksilver letters as much as playing the rest of the game. This is a very strong way to pick up. It's not a guaranteed score, but it's a great way to put yourself in good position. Well, let's try again and see about shooting for spinners and bonus multiplier, as well as some alley passing. Now Quicksilver it's like any stern game. You are accustomed to some fast drains, so just be on watch immediately. You can't be sort of off looking around going like, well, once I get the ball, I'll do this. You may never get the ball because you've got to be watching out right away for difficult situations. That was a tough one right there. Those spinners, that's 2,000 per spin. You can see a blue spinner on the left and on the right. They will stay on until shot, and you're basically trying to melt the spinner with one big go. So if you don't hit the spinner at all, great. If you hit the spinner for one spin, terrible, because then it'll shut off. Both spinners are on now, and if you can dial that spin and make a good hit out of it, you'll get some big points. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to try it, because it's all right if you don't. The spinner is not hard to relight, and just get used to where it is. Boom, 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 boom. Generally, you want to only shoot the spinners when they're lit. There's not much value in shooting a spinner that's unlit. So if I'm over here on the right and it's unlit, I'm going to go for that saucer and try to increase the value of there. From the left, go ahead, plug that spinner. How about relighting spinners? Well, one way is to alley pass right off the edge of the flipper, or shats. And when you're doing shatzing or alley passing, what you're doing is hitting the ball off the very tip of the flipper and sending it into the opposite in lane. From the left here, there's not much going on. I can shoot the drop targets on the left for 5,000 a drop, or the drop targets on the right for 3x bonus. That's a good play there, I think. And having that 3x bonus for the rest of the game will be a good call. Back on the left, I'll go for the 4x bonus. And ideally you want to make one shot that clears them all, but if you can't, it's not too bad. If you only got one target left over there, you may as well go for it. Ding, 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 ding. Good spinner value. At some point, you start to say, hey, I'm getting close to finishing Quicksilver. The focus changes to try and figure out which letters you still have left. I have C, I, L, V, and maybe picking off those letters through the drops on the left. Critical to success and value for that is getting into that hole on the left side a couple of times. Well, I got 4x multiplier now, and that means it's even more important to get letters. That shot was worth 4x 8,000 or 32,000. plus the value of the drop target, plus the value of the letter awarded. Getting 5x, I now have 8 to 1, that's 36,000 in bonus. If I can get one more letter, there'll be another 9,000. Or I can get a spinner and cash in some spins. So there's just so many little options here, and it's a fun freaking game with a variety of different ways to go. After getting the 5x multiplier on the right, you can go for special by going and completing it one more time. I forget if special is worth any points. But here I am with only 3 letters to go, V, I, and L to spell live. And look out, look out. Okay. Oof. Quick reactions there. One of the key features of all of these Stern machines from the early 80s is the unusually large, kind of wide flipper, but also just the angles of the, oh, and I should have had that. That's a mistake. You can get both your flippers on that. You should be able to get it back into play. Good first ball. Fun, speedy bonus countdown too. And we're over 600,000. That 5x is still there. So now letters matter a lot. Every letter is worth 5 times as much as it was. And getting that hole on the left, making those 5, 10, 15,000 per drop and letters makes that just a huge shot. Just love the angle on that 4-bank so much. It's one of the best feels of a shot that I can think of in any pinball machine. It's got all the feels. Okay, we got any spinners lit? We've got special ready to go over here. Shooting the spinner there also gives you a chance to pick off a couple of letters in silver. Ah, nice. Oh, you ripped me off. Going through and then back again. Boo. Boo, I tells ya. So let's get some letters here. Let's get some letters, get some value. We got spinner lit on the left, and I've got 2 out of 4 at the top, so it's probably best to go through the spinner here. I don't find you can rip the left spinner nearly as much as you can rip the right spinner. The right spinner you can get a ton of rippage out of. Boom, 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 boom. Also, it's very mean to shoot that spinner when it's not lit. It just sounds like... Get that C. Good, good, good. All right, bounce over to the whatever it is. All right, I've got 7 letters done. Next letter would be... The next letter will be worth, this target right here is worth 15,000, actually 16,000, but also then would like this 8,000, which is worth 40. So this is a 56,000 shot that I missed. Or did I? And instead, I tilted on the way through, so I get nothing, sir, nothing. And that was a lot lost. That was about 180,000 in bonus lost. So that's one thing that can be deceptive on Quicksilver. If you don't know what that the bonus is actually a grand total of all of the numbers on there instead of just counting off thousands. That's a significant difference. So don't mess that up like I did. And let's see if we can put off a strong ball 3. Special's been lit for a while there. I want to get that special on the drops and see what happens. Yeah, it sounded good. I don't know what it was worth, but it sure sounded nice. Picking off letters, letters, letters. All right, we got... Yeah, yeah. It feels very nice to get that big rip of the spin. And we got letters again. We've got 8 letters out of 11 with another letter ready to go by hitting this one drop on the left. Keep that up. 2 letters to go. Oh, darn it. Another near miss there. Good bonus roll here. It'll be 225,000 in bonus total. So it'll put me over 1.3.
S. Oh, there.
All right. Thanks, S.
I'm on V.
V.
Oh, the I.
Oh my God, I can't believe this worked.
What, V and K.
Did you just get K?
No.
We need the Q also.
Oh, yeah.
There's the Q. Boy, that didn't work. There, got the K!
There's the K.
All right, 3 more completions. Ooh, almost. Ooh! What's left? No! No! Yes! All right, that's it.
Is that it?
Yep.
What happens?
Nothing.
Are you serious? That's it?
That's it.
Nothing happens.
I think Flashing Lane scores extra ball when lit.
Sucks. I
Hey, oh no, we got him on a multiplier. No, look, here it is. This is what happens. Yeah, you get this big flashing display at the end of the ball. Nothing happens when you do it just then.
It's a good melt.
Yeah, and then the 75 that you earned, you get it again on the next ball. So you get to melt it, and then you get to carry it as a whole bonus.
Let's go eat dinner.